everyone. Coming up here on Pro Wrestling and the undisputed champion Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes saying that he wants to finish his story, and you won't believe what Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes had going on coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Also, too, we get to Super Bowl week. Super Bowl Sunday was yesterday. Some of the WWE superstars, former WWE superstars, including Naomi, her husband Jimmy, Sasha Banks, better known now Mercedes Moné, is going to be joining AEW quite soon, and Bailey was all intended. We get to a lot of the Super Bowl action with the WWE stars were, including Stone Cold Steve Austin made a rare appearance on tonight's show. We get to this and all as Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell everyone about the Pro Wrestling Show. We're glad to have you here. Join in that conversation. So let's get to it right now. We know that Cody Rhodes saying he has a story to finish, and Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. We know on this past Thursday was that highly anticipated press conference that happened between The Rock, Cody, Roman, and Seth. Well, we know that The Rock slapped Cody Rhodes after Cody Rhodes defied The Rock, and Cody wants to finish his story and challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, which he has that right in that distinction. Well, Cody Rhodes did not waste no time. He came out there to make his clear and point that he wants to finish his story with Roman Reigns. He wants to take Roman's title and end his reign. Cody Rhodes is the back-to-back winner of the Royal Rumble, and Cody Rhodes wants to do it once again. Cody Rhodes came out there with a standing ovation. He sent a scathing promo to the Great One, saying about Rock, he's going to get the Rock back one way or another, what the Rock did to him. And it bears him and his family at the press conference. The Rock felt that Cody bears him and his family. So it's a bad tick for tat. Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, came out there, and he wanted to see if Cody still wanted to change his mind. Seth saying that he respects that Cody didn't want to change his mind. And Seth Rollins said he will be in Cody's corner, and he will lead Cody to get what he needs to get to finish his story. I think it was phenomenal for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins also looked at kind of a little bit week 2 that they didn't really have no challenges. The only thing he's going to have is coming up. He has to wait and see his WrestleMania opponent in that sadistic structure, better known as the Elimination Chamber. That's how Seth Rollins would know. But Seth Rollins respects Cody's wishes and have Cody understand that he wants Cody to do what he needs to do to become WWE champion. Well, speaking of that, Seth Rollins will await his opponents and stuff. Seth, look no further. Bobby Lashley from SmackDown made a rare appearance tonight. Bobby Lashley, along with the Street Profits and B-Fab, Bobby Lashley took on Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley went toe-to-toe. Bobby with that spear onto Bronson Reed, who we thought that Bronson was going to have an opportunity to go to Elimination Chamber, but you never know. He might get in the last chance battle royal whatsoever match. Bobby Lashley using his power, strength, and his quickness to take down Bronson. Bronson about equally the same as Bobby, but Bronson was no match for the Hurt Lock, the full Nelson maneuver that Bobby Lashley likes to put his opponents through and gives them a 1-2-3 with submission. Bobby Lashley wins and advances on to the Elimination Chamber, beating Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed really didn't have no chance tonight. Bobby Lashley defeated Bronson Reed 1-2-3 to get the win. Good for Bobby Lashley. Also, too, we move on to another match. Is Liv Morgan advances on to Women's Elimination Chamber. She wants to be Rhea Ripley's nightmare. Liv Morgan wants to do that over Rhea Ripley and become a dominant, become to get the championship off of Rhea Ripley and what Rhea Ripley done to her. Well, R-Truth still talking stuff to his head. He still thinks he's part of the Judgment Day. Well, R-Truth didn't realize that General Manager Adam Pearce told him to go out there and wrestle. He was about to. He went against JD Madonna. JD Madonna looking to take down R-Truth. And you see right here, JD Madonna didn't have the motion right there for the ocean to JD. JD went down like a flat on a pancake, even though he got jumped. R-Truth got jumped by his. He claims the Judgment Day. Y'all know the Judgment Day ain't with him, and he still think he's part of the Judgment Day faction. But he got some help from DIY that came out there to help even the odds. It was a way for him. But I think R-Truth may have to realize that hey, they're not your friend, they're not your group mates. The Judgment Day own it for themselves. I think Damian Priest may have a soft spot for R-Truth and may eventually help him with his face turn down the road. But DIY came out there to help rescue R-Truth. R-Truth appreciate that, called them the DX and stuff. Well, we know that next week right here on Raw will be a huge 8-man tag team match. The Judgment Day, all 4 members, Dom Mysterio, JD Madonna, tag team champions, Balor and Priest taking on DIY, Gargano, and Ciampa to take on R-Truth and The Miz in that huge 8-man tag team matchup coming up next week on Raw. Well, also too, we saw, what did we see tonight? We also saw that Cody Rhodes was talking to what's his name? Sami Zayn to wish him good luck in his match tonight. So Cody wishing Sami Zayn good luck. This might turn Sami into a world championship contender down the road as Sami Zayn wants to be taken seriously, becoming world champion someday. So we'll see if Sami Zayn will get that chance and that opportunity one day to become a reigning world champion. Sami Zayn has the tools and the ability to become a world champion, but we'll see. Also, too, Andrade making his appearance, letting it be known that Andrade is back, leaving AEW, and now he's back in the WWE. Andrade's back. Andrade wants to make some major moves, and Andrade has been on the up and come as of late. I can see Andrade doing a lot in his career and making moves. He wants to be a champion. He wants to be a champion sooner rather than later. I think this perfect opportunity is for him to become Intercontinental Champion, but we just don't know if he's a babyface or a heel. Make him a babyface, but we'll see what they do for Andrade. Will he be the one to dethrone Gunther for the Intercontinental title? Only time will tell. Well, Becky Lynch came out there. She's going to be part of the Women's Elimination Chamber after she qualified last week to get herself into a Women's Elimination Chamber match. Becky Lynch did what she needed to do. One thing about Becky Lynch making a lot of predictions. Even she's predicting that Rhea Ripley better bombs up because I think Becky's like limits to lemonade. She's want to be the one to dethrone Rhea after the women's championship and stuff. But Nia Jax came out there to confront Becky and tell Becky Lynch that she's gonna be the one to defeat Rhea and beat Rhea at Elimination Chamber for the women's title. Nia Jax has a history of being in Australia. Nia Jax was born in Australia, and Nia Jax wants to come to Australia back home to win the women's championship. Told Becky Lynch to stay out of it. We saw Rhea Ripley try to get her 2 cents in between Becky and Nia. Rhea Ripley went after Nia Jax, attacking Nia Jax, leaving Nia Jax laying and taking her outside. It's far from over between these 2 women. These 2 women will meet next week for the Elimination Chamber match. Elimination Chamber 1-on-1. And Becky Lynch was in between looking at Rhea and stuff. Becky Lynch and Rhea These two women will probably meet at WrestleMania. If the cards are playing right, we'll see how this is going to go for these two women and up to the main event WrestleMania. Also, too, we saw that LA Knight made a rare appearance. LA Knight from SmackDown went against Ivar for Raw in a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber for the world title. LA Knight taking down Ivar, trying to get himself into the match rather than going for the world championship. He got relegated down back to the secondary tie. Ivar won with Valhalla, making their impact known. Valhalla, the manager of LA Knight. LA Knight even tried to suplex Ivar. Ivar took a suplex from LA Knight. Don't remember this after the draft or whenever the draft might be. LA Knight gonna be moving to Raw. He's gonna go for the world championship. He might make a good world champion if he keeps up by taking down Roman Reigns and stuff. Well, Ivar tried to take down LA Knight. LA Knight found the way to defeat Ivar. 1, 2, 3. And you see Valhalla looking angry and upset that LA Knight beat her man. But you know how that went down and stuff. Where LA Knight advances and gets himself into a punch his ticket to the Elimination Chamber in the most sadistic structure that only God knows to man. Well, we saw this right here. Sami Zayn getting good luck from Drew McIntyre. Drew does not mean one word he says, and Drew trying to shimmy to Sammy doesn't like Sammy one bit. I think Sammy trying to figure out where does he fit in becoming a world champion. Drew saying that he wishes Sammy doesn't win tonight and wishes bad luck to Sammy against his match against Nakamura. Drew McIntyre playing up the biggest heel that he can play up, knowing that Sammy and him don't like each other. They like oil and water. They just don't mix. Speaking of oil and water, General Manager Pierce had a lot of the women tag teams trying to jock in position to get who's going to be next in line for a women's championship title opportunity. You know, Candice and Indy wants a shot, as well as what's her name, Chelsea Green. A lot of women wants that shot coming up, jockeying in position and stuff. Well, we know this that next week, the general manager announced that it's going to be a last chance battle royal to qualify for the women's elimination chamber. So we see Mixed Chin, Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler. It can be either Tiffany Stratton, women from SmackDown that's going to compete in this battle royal. The last women that who loses will enter the battle royal automatically enter the battle royal next weekend. That last chance qualified be that last woman to be qualified in the elimination chamber match. So we'll see that match coming up. Also, too, Jay Uso, he was in the match earlier with the New Day to take on Imperium. Jay Uso with the New Day, they was once rivals. Now they're allies. They're working together to take down Imperium, and this might help Jay get himself into an upcoming match next week. He going for the Intercontinental Championship. Jay takes on Gunther for the cover of the Intercontinental Championship. Could Jay be the one to dethrone Gunther? Only time will tell to see. If Jay can get a job done, we will see. Jay Uso has what it takes to become a champion, dethrone Gunther, become the new Intercontinental Champion. We'll see that next week on Raw. Well, it was main event time, and Sami Zayn went against Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura didn't waste no time whatsoever, taking the boost to Sami Zayn with this foot choke right here to Sami Zayn at the corner. Well, Zayn tried to counter Nakamura with a blue thunder bomb. As you see right here, Sami Zayn scooped him up and hit the blue thunder bomb. Nakamura tried to capitalize as well. Nakamura tried to take down Zayn. You see Nakamura trying to take down Zayn, trying to set him up for the Shinsuke. Nakamura set him up and hit the move. Sami Zayn countered with the blue thunder bomb. 1, 2, 3 until Drew McIntyre interfered. He tried to interfere and try to cost Sami his match against Nakamura. Nakamura Didn't see it coming, but you can tell right here, Cody Rhodes came out there to help Sam in his aid. We know Cody next week will take on Drew McIntyre. These two were former tag team champions together. Now they're bitter enemies. Cody want to finish his story, and Drew, he's on the roll. Drew could become the next world champion if he sets his sights set. If he puts his mind to it, he can do it. So we'll see that match as well. But this Raw was so. I mean, everybody wanted to hear from Cody Rhodes. Everybody did, and I think Cody should be the one to say. A lot of people want to know what The Rock said to Cody to make Cody feel the way he did, and we just know. Hopefully, we'll get some answers down the road on what's going on. But Cody and Seth Rollins have mutual respect for each other on Cody's decision that he wants to stay intact and fight Roman for the world title rather than fight Seth. All right, that ends the Raw Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, what a Wrestling Hot Topic it was. So we talk about this right here on Wrestling Hot Topic. A lot of people was at the Super Bowl yesterday. As you see right here, Bayley, Rey Mysterio was at the Super Bowl together. Bayley and Rey Mysterio. I didn't know Rey Mysterio was there, but Rey was there. Along with Bayley. So, hey, Rey wanted to give a bird's eye view, as well as Naomi and her husband Jimmy were intended with Bayley and Mercedes Moné, better known as Sasha Banks. So a lot of people was at the Super Bowl, getting themselves Super Bowl in stuff. Shaq wrestled for Tony Khan with AEW against Cody and Jade. So hey, Shaq was out there as well. Also, too, Stone Cold Steve Austin made a commercial appearance. Stone Cold as well as Jade Cargill as well. They made a lot of appearances at the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl commercial. So you see that as well. Now we know next week on Raw, the Intercontinental Championship is online. Jey Uso gets a chance to dethrone Gunther, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Can he do it and keep his stuff going? We'll see. Also, too, Cody Rhodes takes on Drew McIntyre. This has been boiling for weeks. And it comes to a head next week on Raw. Also, too, the huge 8-man tag team match, the Judgment Day takes on Truth, Miz, and DIY in a huge 8-man tag team match. We'll see that match coming up as well. And the last chance battle royal for the women. Which one of these 6 women, these 5 women who lost their matches, will get a chance to go to Elimination Chamber and redeem themselves? We'll see. But we're going to end that with Cody Rhodes having a standoff with Drew McIntyre for their upcoming match next week. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. For just the Raw Ring Report, I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report. See you later.